Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of SnowRunner Hard Mode. And I'm going to break the promise that I might have made at the end of the last episode. I can't remember. And we're not doing some scouting to begin with. We are going to do something that I've been putting off for a little while now. And that is to do with the truck that was just on screen. We're going to rescue the White Western Star because I think it makes sense to do it. I remember doing it on normal mode, and it was a complete pain in the arse. But it needs doing, and we have the P16 to do it with, so I'm just double checking if there's anything sensible to put on it before we do so. There is not. So it's time to go. So I hope everyone's well. I hope you're having a good old time this week. And I hope you're still enjoying the videos. If you're watching this, then, well, I'd imagine you are. Or you've just stumbled across it. I don't know. But either way, thank you for checking in. And having a watch. I've just forgotten how SnowRunner works. And sort of forgot how to turn an engine off. It's been at least a whole week since I played this, so, you know. And we're going down here. So from what I remember with this mission, there is no particular easy way of doing this. We could try and fix the White Western Star up before we drag it out, because it is a battered mess. But I'm going to try and brute force it with the P16 and really hope for the best, because as I say, I remember doing this on normal mode and I think I had to recover the P16  2 or 3 times doing it and I can't afford to do that on hard mode, so I'm going to be doing this on a bit of a wing and a prayer, I think. But we'll see. Whilst I'm driving out there right now, it almost feels like, I don't know, I've almost got some sort of stage fright. I feel like I'm going to my doom. This is the calm before the storm of sheer horror. Because, as I say, it wasn't fun when I did this before. But I have played the game a lot more since then. I can't claim to be any better at it, but I have played it a bit more since then. So whatever that counts for, we'll find out. So this is sort of the route we're going to be coming back up. I'll notice just to the left, you've got kind of more of a flatter kind of area. God. He's going to be getting down there, the first trauma, quite possibly. Ooh. God. So I think we can go up there to the left to get it out, potentially. But we've still got some of this path to deal with. Okay, we're down sooner than I thought we might be. I thought there was more to that path. Is it this way that we go? No, it's around here, isn't it? Almost ploughed us into the lake there. We've got some sort of cargo just chilling in the middle. That's going to be picked up at a later time. Actually, I think that was the path. Well, we can do either or, hopefully. And I'm extremely close to the thing, but I just need to check where it is. Right there. That's where we're going. So it is through this path. God, I can feel myself getting nervous for this. The most dramatic, undramatic thing going. SnowRunner. There we go. Show task. Rescue the White Western Star. Well, first of all, I'm going to dive into photo mode and get a nice little capture of it, and then we'll begin. So I've come in at this stupid angle as well, because of course I have. Pacific, not necessarily known for its incredible maneuverability. I'm making a real pig's ear of this. Right, let's just grab the thing. And get out of here. I want it winched fairly close, so I don't snag it on any trees. And this is the thing, if we'd come down here with a repair wagon and a whole load of fuel, we could at least repair it and fuel it up, and then turn on the engine on the winch truck, which would give us some power. By give us some power, I mean give us some assistance from the White Western Star. Stuck on a sign. I thought I'd just go straight through that. Clearly not. Danger. Water subject to sudden rise and violent turbulence. There's an innuendo in there somewhere. One of the reasons that I'm loath to bring a repair wagon down here and repair it and fuel it up, apart from laziness and the fact that we're then going to have to get the repair wagon back up to the top, is that we're going to have to pay to do a full body repair on this thing, I think, because it's fairly battered anyway. And as I ranted about in last episode, it's the same price to do a full body repair as it is to repair all of the various elements of it as well. So if we bought a repair trailer down here, it would almost be wasted. I'm stuck on the bloody sign, aren't I? Bloody hell. Right, this is challenge number 1, the sign. I didn't think this would be part of the issue today, but it is. Wow, okay. Great start. I think we just got mounted on the White Western Star as well. Donk. Right, so that's stuck on the sign. Horrendous start to this. The thing is, because the White Western Star's already fairly battered, we can just sort of shove it off, I think. As long as we don't knacker the P16 in the process. Give it a bit of welly. Right. I'm going to winch from there. And hopefully this doesn't get stuck on the sign. I think we passed it. Or are we completely stuck on it? Oh my god, I didn't see this being obstacle number 1. I hate this. I hate this so much, guys. Right, I'm going to stop being lazy and swing myself off in this direction. And just wedge it out that way. So now hopefully we can sneak on past without knocking it back into the path of the sign. Drive myself up here a bit. Oh, we've knocked it. And we're past the sign. We are past challenge number 1, which shouldn't have been a problem. But it was. Great. So now we want to keep this on a short leash, short winch, and head on up the hill. We can, of course, use the wonderful technique that is stopping, winching ourselves up, then winching the truck up when we start to get stuck, exactly like this. So we'll pull ourselves up the hill a bit, stop here, and then if we've got the distance on it, yeah, bring the White Western Star up. And then we can carry on. Or we can't, because we're now stuck. But that is where we winch ourselves. Just being really careful with where I place the winch. Try and make sure that the White Western Star goes the path that we want. So I'm just looking that we seem to have a bit of a clearing in front of us. And we could potentially try and scoot up there. Just kind of past that power pylon. Unsure. No, I think I'm going to stick to the path. I know we have to squeeze past those rocks, but it's slightly less of an incline. I don't know what's at the top of that ridge that way. It could be a drop. I've got a feeling I tried going that way before being a year or so ago, and it was messy and horrid. So we're stuck again. So we can see if we can bring ourselves up a bit. Are we still in range? Oh, I reckon we might have dropped out of range a bit. Oh no, just about able to grab it. I want to grab that side for now. I've seen people get this thing out with Fleet Star, which to be honest is them doing the Lord's work. They have either incredible patience or incredible skill. I don't think I've got either, so this is how we're doing this today. I think is that us? Yeah, that's about as far as it wants to go for now. So I don't like where our left tyres are wedged at the moment. Let's see if we can get ourselves through with the winch though. Power. Power. Oh, I'm not actually winching. Just swapping to a better tree. I'm cautious of the angle that we're sat at the moment. And then we can go to what looks like that one. And drag ourselves through. So now, what I'm conscious of is the fact that we did that with control over this vehicle. And we're now going to do it with a vehicle we have no control over. And I don't like the way that that's lined up already. Straight for the rock. But with a bit of jiggery pokery, which is of course a technical term, we seem to be doing a little bit okay. Issue being that I'm stuck again now, so it's now my turn to winch myself. You can possibly begin to understand why I wasn't looking forward to this. Oh no, has it run away? Rolled away? That's fine. It looks like the back tyres of the White Western Star have made it past the rock, which is great. Just got to be careful and get myself down without whacking it at all. Naturally, the view of all the trees is really helping during this. Nope. 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 Oh, we want to go up a bit now, I think. So I was originally thinking that I was going to end up time-lapsing this, but actually it's a bit more interesting than I thought. I thought I'd have nothing to say, and it would just be slow going. It is slow going, but I think we may have just conquered the hardest bit, which was the turn. Good grief, team. We've done it. We have done it. Might have spoke too soon. Now we've done it. It's just the road to go. That was... I've impressed myself, I'll be honest. It took me about 20 minutes to do that. I'm pretty sure the first time I did it, it took me at least over an hour. With a couple of recoveries in there. So there we go. The thing that I was dreading doing was slightly less painful than I thought it might be. What a revelation. I think that calls for a celebratory reminder that you should maybe subscribe and like to this channel if you're enjoying it. What a treat. We did it in the daytime as well. I thought that could have taken longer with the night setting in, and then it would have been a real hot mess. I think, yeah, doing that in the dark would have been all sorts of fun. Or not. I'm actually surprised the biggest difficulty we had was navigating the danger zone. Which I shouldn't have had to deal with at all because I had pretty much all the space in the world to go around it. I just chose to not do that. Enjoyable. I honestly thought it might take the entire episode. And then some. To get that out. But it's not going to. We're going to be able to get it all repaired up. And then dive into our Chevy. Have a nice little bit of time lapse as we come back through Smithy Dam. And then do a bit of scouting. What a wonderful time to be alive. So we can roll this through here. New truck discovered. Exciting. So let's have a jump into it now. Oh, it's battered. But of course, as we're here, all important new truck, new horn test. It is a goose. I believe that's the... I believe. I know it is. That's the horn from MudRunner. A lot of the trucks in MudRunner have that. So there's a little bit of nostalgia with that horn. I did play MudRunner. Good fun. Didn't take me too long to play too much of it. But yeah, all good. Please ignore me for this weird manoeuvre here. Or don't ignore me. Take notice of it. Because I think it might be quite clever. And I only just thought of it. So we'll park that there. We'll jump into the Wittweistenstoi and move it to the garage. Look at it. Look at him. He's so battered. Right, we're actually going to spend some dollary dues and repair this thing. Because that way we get working lights. And now it's customization time. So, on John. There's a better one. No, there's not a better one. So I can have... Well, I've got that. I've got this. That doesn't appear to do anything statistically. And we can find something in Alaska, which we're not in. Gearbox. We could buy an off-road if we need it, but whatever. We've got raised. We want that. We can sell the stock, because we ain't going to use that. Tyres. Of course, we want some off-road tyres. They have all the same stats. Let's go for these, because they've got the biggest ridges in, which might mean something. Oh, are these fatter? No, we'll go with all these. Are these? I think these are slightly fatter. Let's go for the slightly more expensive, possibly slightly fatter ones. Nah. Solid. I'll just stick with the slightly cheaper. You buy cheap, you buy twice. Let's hope that's not the case here. And we can sell the highway, because I don't want them in my life. Wanch. We've got one. Dooflock. We want the... Traction advantage. We want engageable. I can never remember which one we want. I'm going to keep that for now in case I've ballsed it up. Spare wheel. Can't have. Snooker. We can't have. We want engageable all-wheel drive, of course. We can sell rear-wheel drive because we don't want that. And a frame add-on. We'll probably want one of those at some point. I don't think this can have a crane at the same time, though. But before I go commit into that, we don't care about those. Stop wheel fenders. What happens if I turn that off? Nothing. You can't. Yeah, before we commit to a sideboard bed. We'll see what task we need to do with it first. So I'm storing there. I'm going to buy some roof fog lights because they're fairly cheap and it gives us some more lamps, which is always handy. And we're going to sell the external horn because don't want that. Front bumpers. We'll get the heavy duty pipe at some point because, again, more lights. Don't care about that. Don't care about exhaust. Rims. Let's get some rims because Rimmy Tim Tim. Today I feel like these. And colour. Oh, we can get this wonderful paint job. But I'm going to go for... Oh, that's a snazzy little turquoise number. Oh, orange. Sorry, I know this is all the content that you like to see. Me trying to decide what colour my truck should be. And then constantly changing it anyway. Let's go with vintage blue and white. Party like it's 1959 or something. Cool. Right. And now we reveal my earlier genius. By jumping back into the Pacific. We can winch this round to the fuel truck. Oh, that was going quite fast. Please don't smash into me and break a light. Ooh. So now we should be able to, from the maintenance trailer, refuel the White Western Star fully up, and refuel the Pacific P16 fully up. I'm actually running out of fuel in that maintenance trailer. That's a lie. My maths is terrible. No, because we can keep about... Is it 10% for hard mode? I think it's 10% for hard mode. So we can keep about 200 in there. So we're a little over halfway fuel drained. But we've got loads in other maps. And whilst I'm talking about that, other maps that is, we can bin off those little cyan waypoints. And it is time to go and grab our Chevy, which is somewhere over here. There he is. And with this delightful little truck, it is time to head to Smithfield Dam. I don't think we've got any more scout tasks down there, have we? Nope. Task of a lost delivery. That sounds like some sort of delivery-based thing. Have I not picked that up at all? Goodness. I've driven past there like God knows how many times and just not picked it up. Well, professionalism at its best. So there's our Fleet Star. After rescuing us from our interesting performances over the course of the contest. I've parked that exceptionally well in terms of blocking the road. Just muscle my way past it. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, breathe in. Breathe in. Yeah, there we go. We're good. Right. And at risk of just waffling on. What? To avoid the risk of me just waffling on endlessly as we drive back to Smithfield Dam and a scouting mission, I am going to declare that it is time-lapse time, because it's a journey we have done a couple of times before. And as always, I'll shut up and I'll see you where our destination may well be, unless anything horrendous happens along the way. Goodbye for now. I'll tell you what, everyone. Driving a Scout with mud tyres on a hell of a lot of roads isn't particularly fun. The grip is pretty much non-existent, and as you can see, it's not been the quickest attempt to get back here, and it's been pretty slip-slidey as well. Shout out to the crash on the dam as well. I tried to itch my nose whilst driving. Looked away from the screen for like a microsecond, and that happened. So whilst we're here, and we've got half the trucks in the world sat next to the repair trailer, we may as well get this hooked up and do a couple of repairs. Because the Pacific's got a bit of suspension damage, I think. Well, that's the wrong button. That's the button. So repair, we are going to repair the P16. Oh, hello. Play your way. Trophy earned. How exciting. And the Chevy, which is pretty bad now, can also be repaired. And whilst we're here, let's do a quick jump into the garage. So what can we get while we're here? We're currently sitting on this engine. Don't think we want that. So for now, I'm gonna bang in the slightly more powerful engine. I think we used it before and bailed on it, but we'll give it a go. And I'm also gonna bang in the SnowRunner gearbox, maybe. We've got fuel tanks now, and we haven't got too much scouting left to do, so I'm going to risk it with some of this stuff. I think we've got the best mud tires we can. Yes. And the rest of it, we're already sorted for. We can't get that, the roof rack yet. Rank 14, that's quite a way. Visuals, don't care about for now. But of course, it's colour time. It's been quite a long time since we changed colour of this thing. And I think we're going to go back to the beginning of its life with the classic golden yellow. Looks a bit more battered now than the very first episode. I'm just double checking which engine we whacked onto it. Yeah, so we didn't bring the one with a mental fuel drain, but we've got a bit more power. So let's see how we get on with a better gearbox and a better engine. We'll definitely drain fuel quicker. But we might get around a bit faster. And then need less fuel to get there, maybe. And likewise, with a better gearbox, we may encounter a bit less resistance. So we want to take it from the maintenance trailer into the Chevy. Why not while we're here? Cool. So where are we going? Down here, up here, up here, up here. Pick it, wow. Drag ourselves down this way, and then off to. Hopefully these connect and get us down to the river. Down to the river. Right, Bruce Springsteen. Down to the pond to pick up that watchtower. So that is our mission right now. Let's go. And you know, for several episodes, I've been banging on about, oh, hopefully we'll get some tasks started soon. I keep meaning to, and then I keep getting distracted. But, big but, because I say this and then I'm sure I'll find something. But I think, after we've grabbed this watchtower, we're sort of done with most of the scouting for Michigan. There's definitely a few more bits we could do. You know, I think there's still one watchtower to grab on the very first map, believe it or not. And there's a couple of contests and tasks dotted around that still need a scout. But in the main, we're going to be pretty much done with scouting, and it will be time to crack on. So I think we can see this new gearbox and engine paying off immediately with the progress that we're making here. There is an even more powerful engine as we saw, but that one really knackers your fuel consumption. And it's something that I think we could potentially afford to put in once we get the full roof rack thing, the rank 14 add-on. But without that, it might be risking it a bit much. Again, we're not going to be scouting too much for a while yet after this. The next big batch of scouting, God, say that quickly. The next big batch of scouting, okay, not that hard. The next big batch of scouting is going to be when we move on to what I imagine will be Alaska next. At which point, I'm pretty sure we'll be close to the maximum rank you can get in the game. I can't remember whether you kind of top out on ranks in Michigan or fairly early on in Alaska. Oh, there's my coming up to an hour recording warning, so I'm going to have to do a quick switcheroo in a minute. I'll grab this task, and then I'll probably do that. So what is wow. Details, deliver some vehicle spare parts to Bill's house. He must have a broken wagon. So I'll accept that, and I'll quickly shuffle my recordings around. Alright, onwards. This is a bit muddy, isn't it? Oh, dearie. Oh, dearie. Deirdre, I think we took wrong turn here. Tesco's that way. And we've ended up in mud. Where are we? I don't know, dear. I don't know. Well, we're somewhere. This is kind of another one of those paths that I was on about last episode, where you just sort of have these little pathways in SnowRunner that you kind of don't use. I know I say that as we're using one, but you know, there's no real reason to come this way at any time beyond maybe just this one little trip that we're doing now. I don't know where we're going now. Oh, we're just going across the log station. Nice. Yeah, good shout with the... That's not across the log station. Took wrong turn again. Deirdre, what are you playing at? Watch out, pond there. Oh, they've got lovely pond at garden centre. I can't remember if I was saying something important before. Probably not. Let's just assume not. I think the new gearbox and engine are certainly paying dividends though. We are smashing this. And it's not knackering our fuel consumption too much. I think there's this actual nice balance, almost trade-off, by putting the new engine in that does draw a little more fuel. Is actually kind of tempered or tampered down a little bit by the new gearbox, because we can afford to sit in high range, not high range, low range plus, or low plus, so we can get some good speed on the go without absolutely knackering our fuel consumption, because that's kind of putting a cap on what it's using. Oh, this is a nice view, isn't it? Bit of Fortum mode here. Bear with. Alright, we're back. Oh, actually need to whack it in reverse though. Oh! Glad I did those repairs. What was that? Big pothole? Like driving down M42. Jesus. Ah, and mission. And a trailer. So we got a trailer with something on it. Bricks? Repair supplies? I don't know. And a mission? Oh, unloading. This is for a mission, obviously. We need to deliver fuel to that house. I like this orange for the Chevy. Sunset orange, I'm going to call it for the next couple of minutes, because I will forget that name very shortly. But here we go. Our old nemesis. The big pond with watchtower in the middle, which last time we bottled it with because we were running out of fuel. And we also didn't have mud tyres. So this time, I still don't know how we can get in here too safely. We're going to skirt around the edge here, like we're on family picnic, looking for a nice spot to stop. At edge of lake. Let's have a look at map. Ah, sensible. So we can kind of come at it that way, which means we aren't just wading through water. Oh, diff lock's off. Let's have that back on. Just drove straight into that tree. That could have been a bit more damage, but it wasn't, thankfully. Bounce, bounce, bounce. We're not going to find any upgrades, because I think we've got all of the Michigan upgrades now. Yes, this was a sensible way of doing this. And we've not even used half our fuel to get here. And that's not even counting the fuel that's in the jerry cans either. So, good work. New engine and new gearbox. Oh, it's like we're camouflaged in weeds as well. Let's have a look at observation. Lovely. So there's a ramp flatbed trailer there with some metal beams on it by the looks of it. There's a mission out there. Which I think we'll go and investigate. I know we've got to bring trucks down here at some point anyway, but it's going to be worth finding out what we need. I've got to get out now, which is a slightly scary thought. Ah, SnowRunner camera, hello. Right, which way looks the least wet? Probably not the way that I'm about to go. Drop it down a bit. Yes! Good work, new gearbox. Another one that I remember from normal mode is this route can be slightly lethal. And it's quite subtle, but I think it's to do with that angle there on the track. They can just tip you over without you really noticing. Because it doesn't look too horrendous until it's a bit too late. And then over here is just mud spa. This is nice and flat. Oh, hello mud. As you can see the effect of the various low range gears in that mud there. Hope you like my brief demonstration. Show tasks, solid foundation, $3,000 dues, and what do we have to do? Got to bring a single concrete slab to Norton's house. Where do we get concrete slabs from? Are they fairly local? No. No, they're not. What was on that? Ah, some sort of things. That's profound, wasn't it? Over there, cool. Concrete slab. Sure. We'll figure that one out as and when. I'm just going to move the Chevy out way in case we do come here with a big truck before we've moved it. And that is that for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave it there now. And next time we will actually finally get on with some tasks and or contracts. As always, any thoughts, feelings, opinions in the comments are much, much appreciated, as are likes, subscribes, etc. But other than that, thank you again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.